Have you ever felt like you've been working so hard, giving everything you've got, but success still feels so far away? It's exhausting, right? The truth is, there are certain habits that many of us do every single day without even realizing it, habits that actually delay our progress towards success. Curious what they are? Let's talk about it. Let's start with the first habit that often slips under our radar: ignoring effective time management. Have you ever felt like your days are packed with tasks, yet somehow nothing ever really gets finished? That's usually because you're not applying proper time management. I used to think the same way. Oh, I'll just multitask and everything will get done faster. But in reality, multitasking doesn't make you more productive, it actually makes you less efficient. Research has shown that multitasking slows us down because our brains can't fully focus on more than one thing at a time. Imagine checking emails while chatting with a friend online and at the same time editing a document. What's the result? Most likely, none of those tasks will be completed with good quality. Everything ends up half done, and nothing gets the full focus it deserves. I used to experience this all the time. I thought I could finish everything quickly by juggling multiple tasks at once. But what really happened was that tasks dragged on forever, deadlines piled up, stress increased, and the quality of my work dropped. So, how do we break free from this habit? First, you need to start prioritizing. Each day, before you dive into work, make a list of your most important and urgent tasks. You don't have to complete everything in one go. Just start with the most critical task. Tools like the Eisenhower matrix can help you separate what's urgent and important from what can wait. Second, practice time blocking. This means dedicating specific hours only to specific tasks. For example, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., you only focus on task A, no distractions. After that, you can move to task B or C. This way, your focus is sharper and your tasks are completed faster and with better quality. Third, eliminate distractions. How often do you sit down to focus, only to be interrupted by social media notifications, messages, or someone calling your name? These interruptions destroy your concentration. A simple fix is to silence unnecessary notifications or set specific times to check your messages. And don't forget rest. Many people think working nonstop equals productivity, but your brain needs breaks to recharge. Try taking a 10 to 15-minute pause every hour, or two, drink water, stretch, or take a short walk. You'll come back sharper and more efficient. The bottom line, effective time management isn't about working harder, but about working smarter. It's about knowing when to focus, when to rest, and which tasks deserve your attention first. When you apply these habits, you'll feel more productive, finish tasks quicker, and move toward your goals with more clarity. Now, let's move to the second habit that holds people back: spending too much time in your comfort zone. This one is tricky because it feels safe. Maybe you've thought, I'm fine where I am. I don't need to push myself further. But the reality is, staying in your comfort zone too long makes you stagnant. Imagine doing the same tasks, in the same environment, surrounded by the same people, every single day. It feels safe, sure, but safety can also mean zero growth. Comfort zones give the illusion of security, but what they actually do is rob you of opportunities for progress. One major sign you've been stuck too long in your comfort zone is fear of risk. You might think, I'm okay here. Why bother trying something new that might fail? That mindset is a trap. If you avoid risks, you'll miss opportunities to learn, grow, and level up. For example, let's say you've been at the same job for years. You're comfortable in your role, but opportunities for promotions or new project come along. You avoid them because you're afraid of failure or new challenges. But if you had taken a leap, you could have gained new skills, confidence, and career advancement. The truth is, the world outside your comfort zone is constantly evolving. Technology moves fast, industries shift, and if you refuse to adapt, you'll be left behind. But stepping out doesn't mean you need to jump into massive, terrifying risks right away. You can start small, learn a new skill, try a new method, or even change small parts of your daily routine. Yes, failure might happen, but failure isn't defeat, it's proof that you tried. And it's often where the biggest lessons come from. Ask yourself, what's really the worst that could happen if you step out of your comfort zone? More often than not, the potential reward outweighs the fear. Now let's talk about the third habit, procrastination, putting off important decisions. Everyone's guilty of this at some point. Maybe you've delayed school assignments, work projects, or even big life choices like switching jobs or starting a business. Why do we procrastinate? Often, it's fear of failure, fear of making mistakes, fear of not being ready, or it's because we feel overwhelmed. The task looks too big, so instead of breaking it into smaller steps, we freeze and avoid it altogether. The key is action. Start small. Use techniques like the Pomodoro method, 25 minutes of focused work, then a short break. Breaking tasks into bite-sized chunks makes them far less intimidating. Also, reward yourself when you finish something. It keeps motivation alive. And remember, there's no such thing as a perfect decision. Waiting for the perfect time only delays progress. It's better to take imperfect action and adjust along the way than to stay stuck doing nothing. Finally, the fourth habit that delays success, neglecting self-development. Many people think formal education is enough, but in reality, growth doesn't stop after school. It's a lifelong process. If you never push yourself to learn new skills, you'll eventually fall behind. The world changes too fast to rely only on what you already know. Personal development isn't just about technical skills either, it's about improving yourself as a whole. Time management, communication, emotional intelligence, even your health. Investing in yourself doesn't always require money. It can be as simple as reading books, watching educational videos, joining free webinars, or having conversations with people who know more than you. What matters is consistency. A little learning every day compounds into major growth over time. The biggest investment you can make is in yourself. And when you make that commitment, success becomes much closer. So, there you have it, 4 habits that secretly delay success. Poor time management, staying in the comfort zone, procrastination, and neglecting self-development. Are you ready to start changing these habits and move closer to your goals? If this message resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself, share it with someone who needs the reminder. Hit the like button, leave a comment, and don't forget to subscribe so more people can start becoming the best version of themselves. And if you'd like to support this channel, you can join our membership by hitting the join button. See you in the next video.